Hi everybody, welcome to my latest video. I'm coming at you from a bright Scottish morning. Yes, this is what counts as bright in Scotland. And I'm at my aunt's house in Ayrshire. This is actually the last day of my trip. I've been here for 2.5 weeks and it's been amazing to be in Scotland celebrating my parents' 50th wedding anniversary. My brother and his family have come over from Canada and we've caught up with loads of friends and family here in Scotland. And it's been excellent, and I'm going to share that with you in this video. I'm also going to share a little tour of my cousin's son's garden as well, because I haven't been around my garden and he's really into it, and he's got some questions for you guys out there and some information to share. I learned a couple things from him as well, and it's lovely to see the youth really inspired by gardens and growing things, and it was just lovely to have a little look around what he's doing. But before we get to Scotland, I travel all the way back to probably about 3.5 weeks ago to before I left, where I was in a mad rush to finish things off before my trip. So there's lots of work on the crack shack, there's a mad dash around the garden, and I also do some more strimming, as per usual. So it's a really fun video across 2 countries, and I think you're gonna really like it. So let's get into it, and I hope you enjoy it. Hi everybody. From a sort of hazy day, we had a bit of a rainstorm yesterday. It was very unexpected. It cleared the air for a bit, but now it's quite humid. So I'm in the final stretch of getting ready to go to Scotland, and before I go, I would love to strip this olive branch, tree, whatever, because it's going to be easier to strip now before it dries out. And then I also have some stuff I'd like to do in the crack shack. I'm off to a bit of a late start today because Kimbo, Billy, and Roger came over for coffee and pastries, and I just showed them a bit of the watering system. Mostly it'll be Sinead looking after the place while I'm away, but just in case she's busy or something comes up, I've got the backup team on hand as well. So it was nice spending the morning chatting with them, having a catch up, enjoying some coffee and pastries, but now it's time to get back to work. And this is a part of the build that I've been really looking forward to. I still have to sand these pieces so they're not so splintery and treacherous to work with, so that's going to be a bit tedious. But then it's time to start attaching them onto the building, so we're going to start seeing what the structure feels like and looks like, and it's just going to be a fun thing to work on. So I have a good amount of sanding in my future. Not the most exciting viewing, so I'll do most of it off camera, and then we're going to get these things in place. Alright, the sanding is done. Now it's time for the fun stuff. This chair is great. I don't know why I haven't used it more often in the garden, but also for building. It's a very handy little seat, especially for working down low, saves the knees, and yeah, makes it a lot more enjoyable. So I've got a lot of these pieces to attach on, and I'm looking forward to seeing how the whole thing starts to take shape, because I think once I kind of can visualize the whole building enclosed, it's gonna start to feel a lot more real or something. So I'm wondering if I probably should start the nails somewhere else. I feel like this is probably not a good strategy, and I also feel like pre-drilling would be good. So I'm gonna do a bunch of prep, and then I'm gonna come back in a minute and get these things attached onto the structure itself. So unfortunately this drill bit is just a little bit too big for the nails, so I'm gonna just go through part of the way, and hopefully getting them started a little bit is gonna make everything a lot easier for me when I go to attach it onto the structure. That's the plan anyway, and as usual, I love a clamp, so let's get this all in place, and hopefully it goes pretty smoothly. Okay, now let's do the other side. The fast way. Okay, job done, and this is gonna make things a million times easier once I go to attach everything to the structure. But I've learned my lesson over the past few days, and this is not the time to be working. I don't like it, the camera doesn't like it, and it's just too hot to be outside, really. So I'm gonna get the tools out of the sun. I'm gonna get myself out of the sun and follow the example of this little guy. Hi, Jet. I'm doing a bit of dog sitting today. He's loving the shade. And I'll return to this in a few hours, and I'm excited to get on with it, and yeah, looking forward to seeing how this whole structure develops. So I'll see you then when the sun isn't quite as scorchy. Good morning from the crack shack. It's a brand new day, and as you can see, I haven't actually attached anything onto the crack shack yet. And that's because yesterday, rather than pushing on with the work in the evening, I ended up going for a little impromptu pre-departure, pre-birthday dinner with Kimbo and Sinead, and so I didn't get on with the work, but that's okay because it was lots of fun, and I'm just gonna get done what I get done. So today is gonna be a very busy day because I leave tomorrow and I've got lots on my plate. I want to get as many of these sticks, or hopefully all of these sticks, onto the crack shack as possible. I'd love to chop the plywood down to size. I'm watering the trees at the bottom and moving the hose around, so I'll be up and down doing that. I'd love to get into the garden and do some weeding. I've got to tidy up the cucumbers and the tomatoes, and I would love to strip the bark off of that olive branch that I chopped down the other day. Plus I have to go to town and do laundry, clean my car, and so now I'm suddenly thinking that perhaps I wasn't wise going to dinner yesterday, but you know what? It's all gonna work out. It will all be okay, and I just need to get to work. So let's get to it, starting with the crack shack. Okay, so progress on the crack shack is coming along nicely, and I thought I would just explain what the heck it is I'm doing with these screws and this line. And so the idea here is that I'm going to take these pieces out and put a window in somewhere here. And so the screws are in to hold the wood, and I'll run the circular saw along these lines, and the pieces will fall out, and behold, there'll be a space for a window. But I'm not going to do this today because I just don't want the pieces laying around the place. So I'll do that as one of the first jobs when I get back from Scotland. So progress on the crack shack has been great. I've done a lot of the front, and I've watered the trees down on the bottom terrace. I've watered the garden, and I haven't even had any breakfast or coffee this morning yet, so I'm gonna stop for that, but this is the progress so far. I've added some at the bottom there. Obviously I've done the front, I've done some on the bottom on the other side, this little one here, and things are going really, really nicely. So I'm gonna stop for a break, and I'll see you soon for some more work. The sun is blazing, there's not a cloud in the sky, but it's not completely and totally horrible out here just yet. I'd say I have about another hour before it gets totally miserable. And I'm gonna use that time working in the garden, starting with tightening up the cucumbers and steering them up the strings. Okay, the cucumbers are looking a lot more vertical and a lot happier. I had to pick this one because it's huge and it was pulling the whole plant down. And you might be able to see that there's a few other ones in here. We've got that guy there, a couple more over around there, this oddly shaped fellow here. And I'm basically going to leave Sinead with a pickle brine for fridge pickles, because she's about to be completely overrun with cucumbers, and I'm the one with a passion for pickling, and so I'm gonna make the brine up, and that way she can chop the cucumbers up as she finds them and just stick them into the big jar in her fridge, and that will pickle them up and make them nice and yummy. And the pickles, the cucumbers, won't go to waste. They'll be turned into delicious pickles instead. So that's enough about cucumbers for the moment. I need to switch my focus now to the tomatoes, which need to be tied up, and also I need to get the suckers off of them before I go so things don't go crazy. But before I do that, check out these little flowers in here. I've never really been focused so much on flowers, but I feel like they're bringing me a lot of joy at the moment, especially the sunflowers that are about to all pop out over there. And I think going forward, I'm definitely going to incorporate more flowers into the garden because I think they look fabulous, especially these guys. I just think they're so beautiful. And even though it's a tight fit in here, they seem to be thriving. So right now I've got to take the string, tie up the tomatoes, and snip off the suckers. So it's basically just a whole lot of that over and over and over again. I probably have about 30 tomato plants to do. And since I have a million things to do today, including heading into town very soon, I'm just gonna get on with things, and I'll see you again when this is all finished. Okay, I'm back, and this bed is looking fabulous, but I haven't moved on to these ones, and that's because it's too hot. I can't do this anymore. So in addition to pulling the suckers, I also chopped off lots of the lower leaves that were touching the ground. So I have a massive pile here, and I got a little bit carried away. It was so dense in that tomato bed, and I'm all hot and aggravated, and I was just chopping with reckless abandon, trying to get the job done. And unfortunately, we have a casualty. But I'm gonna actually chop these up and stick them into the pickle brine that I end up making, because pickled green tomatoes is very delicious. So myself and the tomatoes are gonna go into the relatively cool house and get ready to head to town. And then when I get back this afternoon, perhaps I'll debark this, perhaps I'll do more crack shack. I definitely need to do some strimming. The strimmer is out and ready to go. And hopefully it cools down, because right now it's brutal. So I'll see you guys later on for some more work. I'm up early, the strimmer is ready to go, but first, let's say hello to these little guys. You gonna miss me when I'm gone? Huh? Think you will? I like to think you will. I think you'll be just fine. What about you? What about you? You love your Auntie Sinead, so I don't think you'll be too bothered once I go, will you? Okay, that is the talking to cats part of this video. Oops. Over? Time to get to work. Back to the strimmer. Actually, before I get started strimming the bottom terrace, I'm down at Sinead's, and she's away for the weekend, so I'm going to get her irrigation on. Easy as that. Definitely an irrigation goal for me has been set. The bar is high. So it's just a matter of turning things on for 1 hour before I head up to her second IBC tank. I thought I'd scope out her cucumbers. I'm not gonna pick them because she's gonna be back tomorrow, but this one's looking ready. That looks good. And what I'm gonna do a little later on is whip up a pickle brine, because I know that my cucumbers are gonna be absolutely going crazy while I'm away, and it would be really nice to have somewhere to put them. So, irrigation on. All of her plant babies are gonna be happy. Time to strim. Fortunately, it's just a whole bunch of wispy stuff, so I'm hoping that I can blast through this fairly quickly and move on to packing, which I've been procrastinating, but it's time to get it done. Okay guys, I timed everything kind of badly and I ended up just rushing around trying to get ready to go. I did come in here, I didn't weed, but I did strim, including obliterating the lilies a little bit. And yeah, I've gotten to some other stuff as well around the place, did some tidying, and I'm ready to go. So this is one last look at the garden before I say goodbye for 2.5 weeks. I'm really curious to see how it all grows and develops. I'm excited to harvest some tomatoes. But right now, the excitement, oh, let's get this guy. I missed you, little sucker. Right now, what I'm excited about is heading to Scotland. So I'm off to the bus right now, and I'll see you guys from there. Well, you wouldn't believe it, guys. I'm in Scotland, and that up there is the sun shining. A rare sight indeed. And another rare sight, we have
Hello.
my mom and dad.
Hello.
My Auntie
Cheers.
Rita and
Hiya.
Francis.
Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Excited for a lovely trip.
Yes,
Yeah.
and we brought the weather.
We did indeed. So, this is the first day. I'm going to be chiming in from time to time with little scenes. Hello, Phoebe. Perhaps my viewers might remember you from previous videos.
Maybe.
Excited to be back in Scotland?
Yeah.
Yay. And what are you eating there? It looks familiar to me. Let's see.
It grows in your garden, and
I
it's
have one of these trees.
it's a peach.
It's a peach. I call it a smashed peach, but it has a name. And what do you think?
Sweet.
Yeah, super juicy. The ones on my tree never seem to get that good.
Also, she's my aunt.
I am. Yes, I am. You're my niece, and therefore, I am your aunt. So, how would you rate this peach out of 10?
9.
9 out of 10? Okay.
9.8.
Oh, wow, that's good. Nice and juicy. So I'm going to put a little bit more effort into making my tree survive and thrive.
Okay.
Okay.
That's 5 days straight, like this. Beautiful.
Unheard of. I was looking forward to rain, I gotta say, and some cool weather, and I've been roasting.
Yeah.
Well, it's coming tomorrow.
Yeah. Don't worry, you'll get some.
One last look. Won't be seeing this again, I think, for the rest of the trip. So we have a beautiful day for your 50th anniversary party. This is what we're more used to. So we're after the hall.
Yeah.
Yay! Waiting on the train. Hello from a beautiful backyard here in Ayrshire. This is my cousin's house. It goes onto this lovely brook. And this is my cousin's son, David, with his fancy dance. And David is really into plants and gardens, and he's going to show us around this beautiful backyard where he's got a lot of cool stuff on the go. So we're heading over to David's lovely little, what are these?
These are wild strawberry. It started out from just one tiny plant, and in like a year or even months, they spread all the way to here. About.
Okay, it's on
And
their
they
own.
go under there.
Oh wow.
In the middle. They got a bunch of these tiny strawberry fruit.
So they're very successful growers, but are they tasty?
I'm not the biggest fan. They have quite a weird soury taste.
Okay, weird soury strawberries, so not the best taste.
But they are wild variety. You can mass produce them quite easily.
They look really great.
But the wildlife also enjoy them.
Yeah, the wildlife like these wild strawberries. Wild strawberries for wildlife. Sounds about right. So we're continuing on. What have we here?
They got chive. I think I got them when I was 7. And they kind of just, we didn't really do much to them, but they've been alive for like 5 years-ish. I don't really remember. But they're really big, thick, and chivy.
So we've got something else interesting over here. What's that thing, David?
It's like a plant tea maker. You put weeds and water in it, and you can get like, a plant feed out of it.
Yeah, like a plant fertilizer, basically.
Yeah.
I have one that I make from a plant called comfrey that I love, but I don't have a bucket, so I just put it in open buckets, and it smells disgusting. I've never smelled anything as bad as comfrey tea.
This one shields it.
Yeah, exactly, so that's good.
I don't think I can mention a name because, well, can you mention a name?
Like a brand name?
Yeah.
Sure, why
Well,
not?
I don't remember it anyway.
Come on, Sam. Come on.
He's too focused on the golf ball.
Okay, he's focused on golfing. We're focused on mint. And this is your favorite, isn't it? Come on, Sam. So, Sam, myself, and David are now going over to this epic-looking potato bed. I gotta say, this is pretty impressive.
Back in my day, I used to dig out like the potato guys, so small ones, they're like the funnest thing.
I agree. I think my favorite thing of
I
all...
just found something.
Oh, what is it?
They're flowering.
Woo! That's
I never knew
exciting.
potato plant could flower.
I didn't
Well,
know that
you have
either.
to add seeds some way, but
I didn't know that either. But my favorite thing is, I've never grown potatoes before, but when you grow carrots or
oh yeah, it's like the
or
mystery.
beets, yeah, like the mystery of pulling it up and not knowing if it's going to be like a little tiny thing or like a giant one. It's like my favorite thing.
And then here's my brambles.
Brambles. Brambles where I live are the nemesis. These are everywhere and they stab you. And I have
Or do you
a
go
whole...
on non-stab variety?
You have a non-stab variety? Wow.
Yeah, look at it.
Oh, yeah, look at this. Wow, look, this is a dream.
Wait, I want to show them the ant.
Oh yeah, this is pretty cool. I'm pretty
No,
gross.
I don't know if I can really put my hand.
Let me touch it if you're a little freaked out. Okay, so in this ball, what's in here?
There's a bunch of aphids. It's a whole pest infestation.
Yeah.
Well, look, the ants are freaking out actually.
Oh, they're mad. They're mad at me.
But pretty much, these ants milk aphids from the sap, and in exchange for them milking them, they protect the aphids from stuff. They get really bad to have on a plant though, 'cause like no pest control can get it.
Yeah.
So later I am just gonna get some things and go.
One of the tips, if you want to do an experiment and not chop it off, one of the top tips I always get from my viewers is to take dish soap
Oh yeah.
and mix it with water and put it in a spray gun and come and wash all the leaves. So if you wanted to see, as an experiment, do that in this really bad area, you could come back and then, if they go away, you know it works, and then you can report back to me.
I don't usually use stuff like that in my garden. The stuff I use to get rid of pests is usually just I'll get pests that kill the pests.
Oh, that's, you know what? That's the way to do it.
And you have an ant on your hand.
Oh no! Bye, little ants. Okay, the ant is safe.
I think I flicked it off. I think it's gone.
Okay, now we can do a high five?
Yeah.
That's actually the way to do it. You want to attract beneficial pests to your garden, so you are on the right path.
Also, do you know my people plant? and the plants I've had like the most success with, except for mint. As you can see, their leaves are really water buoyant, and they have this weird.
Oh yeah.
What are these weird white lines? Does anybody know?
Yeah, another question for the viewers. Weird white lines on, I think these are, I'm not sure what type of peas they are.
Pea pod. That's all I know.
Weird white lines on the peas. Does anyone know what this is? If you could let myself and David know. And it looks like you've got some pest action down here. What do you think is eating this? Caterpillars maybe?
Well, I actually have a funny caterpillar story.
You do?
I once grew cabbage. The caterpillar started to eat it. So I decided to do the crazy move of taking my mesh off it.
Yeah.
And it worked. The caterpillar got eaten. But then other butterfly came in and laid more eggs. And these caterpillars were spiky. They started wiggling their bums and no bird could attack them. I just stuck with half-eaten cabbages.
So you're saying you had the caterpillars on the cabbage and they were protected from the birds by the mesh, and then once you got rid of the mesh, the birds came and ate the caterpillars?
Yeah, but then another variety that's resistant to birds came.
Oh, well, of course. You can never win in the garden. There's always something. And so these strawberries are not wild strawberries.
No.
These are looking pretty good.
They're looking quite eaten as well.
They're looking quite eaten, but something's enjoying it. I think it's really cool that even if we don't get to eat the stuff we grow, something else in the garden gets to eat it and enjoy it.
Clovers, they're one of my favourite because they get nitrogen from the air,
Yeah.
put it into the ground. And maybe, I think if you mulch them down, you can put that nutrient into the soil.
Yeah.
So at the end of the year, I might just kill all these clovers and leave one and mulch them into the soil.
Chop and drop it and mix it in.
Because I don't want to use more soil on that.
Yeah, that's a great idea. One of my friends in Portugal, he has a huge field of only clover. Watch out. And he, at a certain time of year, he chops it all down and just lets it go into the soil, and his soil has regenerated over the years. So that's a good plan.
It's called the no-dig method.
Exactly, yeah. All right, so what trees have we got down here?
Well, that's my pear tree. We had an apple tree that I gifted by one of my friends, but some dog broke it down while running in excitement.
I think he looks
Do you
a
have
little...
anything to say, Sam?
What do you have to say for yourself, Sam? He looks a little ashamed, I gotta say. Are you hoping to get some little toads and things in here?
We already have so much bugs.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't even be surprised if a toad came.
That'd be pretty cool.
Buffet.
It'd be pretty cool if a toad moved in. I have one singular toad at my place, and he's pretty cool.
What is better than none?
One is better than none.
We have a blueberry bush, a honeysuckle,
Oh,
and
look at
a
these.
cherry.
Look at your blueberries. So at my place I have, I think, like 6 or 7 blueberries, but I think you have more on this one plant than I have on all of my blueberry plants. So very well done.
We kind of decided, I'm not a big fan of blueberries, but I'm going to plant it for an experiment. I
Yeah.
planted it in the ground and it just kind of did its thing.
I used to hate blueberries, sorry, but now as an adult, I'm a big fan. And then we've got a cherry tree on the go. It's looking good.
That's the only cherry for me.
The lone little cherry.
Sadly, we can only eat them cooked. I thought we could eat them raw, but we couldn't.
Yeah, sometimes
It's a very hardy variety.
that's good. And then you'll just have to maybe learn how to make some cooked cherry dishes. Cherry pie, cherry
We need
jam.
quite a lot of cherries for that, not just a cherry.
Yeah, well, it would be a pretty sad cherry jam if you just had this one here. And then this is a beautiful little flower over here. You said it was honeysuckle?
Yeah, that's my mum's.
Okay. Sinead, my friend, she really wants to find some honeysuckle and grow it at her place, but she hasn't found it in Portugal yet, so I'll be on the lookout for something looking like this.
Oh yeah, you can't take it through kind of.
No, I can't take it with us, but maybe we can find it in Portugal. So we're heading to the upper area of the garden, and I just wanted to point out this beautiful bamboo growing here. Looks lovely. And then over here, what have we got?
We have a strawberry and a bean. I didn't make a strawberry plant and a bean plant mate, but they became a strawberry bean.
It's oh yeah, it's like a total bean shape. That's really weird. I wonder what they taste like. Have you tasted them yet?
No, I think they taste extra beany.
Extra beanie.
They're quite dead. I think we're going to need to repot them.
I think so too, and I don't fancy eating this one, do you? Eat me! Nah.
Maybe we should draw a wee face on it.
Yeah, maybe, or leave it for the birds. Alright, so let's head up to the little greenhouse. shall we stop at your carrots along the way? Because I feel like
Oh yeah.
when I first got here a couple weeks ago, you were concerned about their health.
Oh yeah, I was.
They hadn't germinated. You weren't believing in the carrots, but look at them now.
I kept watering them. I didn't have much confidence in them growing, but they did. So if you hop into my humble abode.
Love it. So, you had a question for the people out there.
Oh yeah. What are they called with? What is it when peppers have like bumpy leaves like this?
So, peppers with bumpy leaves. So this is a sweet pepper, capsicum, whatever you call it.
I know the yellow thing is blighting. I don't know how to stop it now.
Okay, and then this is like a bumpy leaf. So if anyone out there knows, wants to give David some advice, let us know in the comments. And then over here, we have a tomato.
Digging my tomato plant, it's not the first time growing from seed, but the last time I didn't do so well. This time I've done quite well. There's also under decay matter springtails, which are good because they make matter decay faster and they pocket nutrient.
It's a little bug called a springtail?
Yeah.
And it's good for the tomato?
Yeah.
So it's looking good, and it looks like you might get some fruit soon. Oh, you have one. Look.
Yeah, I'm getting some fruit.
Did you see these little two?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And there's this bug called harvester. It's got 8 legs, a wee bean-shaped body. They're really good for the garden. They kill pests. They break down matter. So when you see them, don't kill them.
Okay, harvester. All right, I'm going to have to look it up because, well, I don't kill the bugs anyway.
Yeah, no, it's just for people out there if they do.
Yeah, okay.
Because people think it's spider in there, so we actually like,
Yeah. So then down here we've got a whole load of lettuce. And it looks like you have the same problem as me where you get really excited
Yeah.
and you plant lots of lettuce at the same time and then you have tons of lettuce coming ready all at once.
I mean, I have my asparagus plant. I grew this from seed. I thought it only take a month, but no, I couldn't be more wrong. They did year 1 of it. Next year will be year 2 and I can actually eat it.
And do you know how long an asparagus plant will last over its lifetime?
I think 15 years.
I think 25 years.
Yeah, something like that.
Something
They're
like
really
that.
expensive, though.
Yeah, so that's
I feel
great.
like I'm going to face some challenges ahead.
Yeah, are you going to get some more on the go though? Now that you've been successful with this one, maybe you can plant a few more.
Oh yeah, I can plant a backup one.
And then you can have this really expensive crop in your yard. And when they start to produce, they grow like really fast within a short amount of time. So maybe in like 1 week, they grow from like nothing to like a full asparagus. I could have that wrong, but I think it's a very impressive plant. And then over here, I gotta say, your chives from seed, I've never successfully grown a chive from seed. I've always bought them at the supermarket. And any seeds that I've planted, they've never actually germinated. So another well done on that one. What are these things?
Do you
I've
know
never
wood
heard of them
louse?
before.
If you look at them, they help depose decaying matter. I keep doing pets come right into them. But see, when I have enough of them, I can put them in my compost and kickstart it. The corn, I don't know why the leaves are starting to die. They look in quite good condition, but any corn tips, I'd take them. Just come with a corny joke.
Do you have a corny joke for me? A back in my day joke? It's hard to think of a joke on the fly.
What do ghosts feel when they eat themselves?
What do ghosts feel when they eat themselves?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Full of themselves.
That's definitely corny.
Yeah.
The corn is laughing. Look at it. It's dancing around in the wind, having a little laugh. So my garden has corn as well, and at the moment it's maybe this tall. So I wonder if your corn is going to get to be this tall.
I've never grown corn successfully before.
No?
But I'm gonna keep trying.
Gotta keep trying. Yeah, you
miss
gotta
every
keep
shot
trying.
you don't take.
Hmm?
You miss every shot you don't take.
That's very true. Very wise.
If you're never gonna try, you're never gonna succeed.
Look at you, Mr. Inspirational Speaker over here.
I wish I had a beard so I could go like that.
Oh, you seem pretty wise to me. All right, David, I'm gonna sign off on your garden. Is there anything you'd like to say to the people out there? Any questions? Any pressing questions?
Gardens have plants in them.
That is wise. You can stroke your chin on that one. Thanks, David, and this is the garden, and I hope I'll be back again sometime soon to check it out and see all the amazing stuff that you're growing. Bye.
Bye.
So I'm going to wrap the video up there. Thanks very much, David, for your amazing tour. I can't wait for you to visit me in Portugal. David was super excited when he heard that I have olive trees and basically asked immediately if he could move to Portugal and live with me because he loves olives that much. So it's going to be fun to get him there, helping with the olive harvest one year hopefully, and showing him around my garden and all the different things that can be grown there. So thanks again, David. It was an excellent tour, and I hope you get some answers to your questions. So this video has been a little different to my usual one. It's spanned 2 countries and lots of different things, and I hope you enjoyed it. I didn't actually do so much filming here in Scotland, so you've got just a few highlights of the trip, but I was looking forward to putting the camera away, not only relaxing from all the physical work that I've been doing on my land and on the build, but also just take a little step back from the filming as well. So I'm really eager to get back to Portugal, dive back into all the work, and you'll probably see a flurry of videos coming from me over the next couple of weeks. So that's all from this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And I'm going to say goodbye from my aunt's house, but we're going to head back to the Science Center where my little niece is going to send us off. So take it away, Phoebe.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.